Why do they call him the mayor?
Because he runs the city.
I wonder what the real mayor thinks of that.
The real mayor knows it too.
Just do what you gotta do on that.
Have you ever watched the show Mayor of Kingstown?
No, but actually someone was just talking to me about that show not too long ago.
Bro. 2 syllables. Bro. It is fucking so good. And the best part for me is stuff like this, when I catch myself like seeing a poster for something and then being like, yeah, I'm good on that. Like, I don't know why. I love Yellowstone. I just did a freaking video in Yellowstone. Like the whole Taylor Sheridan TV verse is amazing. It's not all one universe, but he's just putting out all these, like, you know, the format. He takes a big star, builds a show around it. Jeremy Renner, Mayor of Kingstown. I guess I also assumed that it was a Western. It is in no way a Western. It takes place in Michigan. It's like this rundown Rust Belt city that has 7 prisons in one city. So it's just like this hideous Gotham City of the Rust Belt. And they do the Gotham thing of like, it's called Mayor of Kingstown, for example. Kingstown is a character unto itself. You get these breathtaking shots of the ugliest parts of America you have ever seen in industry, and like literally it'll just be like this overhead shot for no reason of like smokestacks and just like you're there. And
yeah,
the writing, the violence, the dialogue.
You know the deal. The outside run for the inside. And we can't get no messages in or out. We can't get the product in, can't get no money out.
And I was complaining that whole last video I made was like, I was annoyed that Taylor Sheridan had moved away from the crime stuff in Yellowstone and it was just a cowboy show after a while. And it's like, I'm a Jersey Yankee. I'm not watching a cowboy show. That's not enough for me to watch. Like
yeah.
Westerns, you have to give me something else for me to watch a Western. I need something else. And that's always what the Yellowstone thing gave. That's what that brand, no pun intended, offered, was like, it's Godfather on a ranch. Yeah. And then this is just back to basics. Like, it is all crime. So it's just Taylor Sheridan doing crime.
All that remains is chaos.
And he teamed up to co-create it with a guy who's from that area because he grew up in a town with like, again, 9 prisons or something. There was even more than there are in the show. Yeah. And so he kind of grew up in this environment. I'm not going to give anything else away, but I'm telling you, like 10 episodes per season. It's 3 seasons so far. They just got renewed for a 4th. You can burn through them. But man, it is so much fun though to see him like full on go with the crime. I mean, action, dialogue. And it's one of those things that does not, like Game of Thrones style. You don't know, like no one is safe. It doesn't let up. And it is just a ton of fun, like highly recommended.
I will put it very high on my list.
Yeah. And now I'm like sucked into any of his shit. Like now he's got this other show on there too called Lioness, which is like Zoe Saldana. It's Zoe Saldana, Morgan Freeman, and fucking Nicole Kidman are on a Paramount Plus show. You're like, what?
Freaking powerhouse of a cast.
Yeah, I don't even know what it's about. I just see the poster and I'm like, that's next. I'm doing that next. And then there's another one. He did this, like, the guy's like a black sheriff in the Wild West. And it's like his whole story in that show. Again, it's like 5 other huge actors are on these shows. And you're just like, what am I watching? It's incredible. I really, my bitterness toward like modern filmmaking now, I think a lot of it's about to get better because Hollywood is shrinking, which is, I think, ultimately going to be a good thing. But as bitter as I am about how things have gone cinematically, like this guy gives me hope for television because you're getting just great films. And some of them, I mean, a lot of it's very like macho, almost 80s level, like just badass action. But I think we also need some of that too now. Like, I think we don't have to like everyone on the show. We don't have to represent every person on the planet. Like, it's just good old fashioned, like hard-boiled detective, violent, very masculine shit, and it's really well done.